This is NewsNation Now.
Welcome to NewsNation Now. I'm Ji-Soo Kee. That's a live look at Nashville right there. And it's Tuesday, March 16th. Here's your update. President Joe Biden is planning the first major tax hike in almost 30 years. That's according to Bloomberg. Corporate taxes would increase from 21% to 28%. And those making over $400,000 a year would also see a tax hike. White House Press Secretary Jen Psaki said the president remains committed to his campaign pledge that no one earning less than $400,000 should see an increase in their taxes. She said plans on the infrastructure package have not yet been finalized. Happening today, President Biden is joining top messengers already crisscrossing the country on a tour to highlight the benefits of his COVID-19 stimulus plan. Biden is set to visit a small business in suburban Philadelphia today. It's his first trip on the tour that started yesterday with Vice President Harris in Las Vegas and Dr. Jill Biden in New Jersey. Yesterday, the president said his administration would reach two important goals over the next 10 days, 100 million coronavirus shots in people's arms and 100 million checks in people's pockets or bank accounts. House Minority Leader Kevin McCarthy traveled with a group of Republican lawmakers to the U.S.-Mexico border in Texas yesterday. McCarthy said the trip aims to address what he calls a full-on crisis as the number of migrant children arriving at the U.S.-Mexico border has risen rapidly in recent weeks. Meanwhile, Democrats are calling on Biden's administration to phase out contracts with U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement. Federal prosecutors have arrested and charged two men in connection with assaulting a Capitol police officer during the January 6 Capitol riots, who later died. Prosecutors do not yet know whether the two men caused the death of Officer Brian Sicknick. Investigators originally believed that Sicknick was hit in the head with a fire extinguisher. Now they believe he may have ingested a chemical substance such as bear spray that may have contributed to his death. And a possible delay in the trial of Derek Chauvin, the former Minneapolis police officer charged in the death of George Floyd. Two more jurors were selected yesterday, but now the defense is arguing the process should start over due to the Floyd family's $27 million civil settlement with the city. 9 jurors have already been selected, with selection scheduled to continue today. And trending this morning, 10 days of your life back. That's how much time a study says some Americans saved by not commuting last year. The coronavirus pandemic shuttered offices and sent much of the workforce to their home desks. And that's according to a study conducted by Make a Living Writing. The average amount of time Americans saved by not driving into the office last year was 8.6 days. In highway-heavy Los Angeles, for example, though, the average commuter saved 10.25 days last year. How many days do you think you saved? Let us know on Facebook. I'm G. Stay with us throughout the day for breaking news coverage here on our app and website. And of course, News Nation's broadcasts start with Early Edition with Nicole Burley at 5 Central. Have a great day, everybody.